Good morning, Bulldogs, and happy Wednesday and Thursday. This video is going to combine the work on Wednesday and Thursday because the way the work is structured, you begin a lesson on Wednesday and then you finish it with the activity on Thursday. But I know some families have been preferring to start with one subject and continue through, so we're just going to combine both of those today. So if you need any support, come back and rewatch this video as you go through each of the subjects. So on Wednesday and Thursday, in ELA, you are going to begin lesson 9.04 and finish and publish your opinion writing piece. In lesson 9.04, you are going to be able to use prefixes, suffixes, and root words to learn the meaning of multiple words. You're going to use spelling strategies to spell words. Your ELA topic is going to be comparing and contrasting the setting, plot, and theme of stories, and then recounting a story using key details to identify the moral or lesson and the central message in a story. So you're going to be going through different strategies focused on those areas for your reading. The writing portion of this is where you're going to finalize the work that you've been working on over the past 2 weeks to create a multiple paragraph opinion text writing. So this is your published piece, the 5-paragraph essay that you're going to write from your work comparing the two texts over the last 2 weeks. For the ELA portion, please tune in to the ELA live lesson on Wednesday, today, at 12 p.m. The code for that will be on the daily announcements. So please join the teachers, the third grade teachers, as you go through today's live lesson for ELA at noon. You can also check in with Miss Donnery at 11 a.m. And at 11 a.m., Mrs. Donnery is going to be hosting a Zoom room to help support you with putting together your multi-paragraph opinion text. So this is going to be if you have any questions on your writing as you come in. And she can provide you some guidance and support for individual questions. Over the past 2 weeks in writing, they've been having you put together a rough draft and completing a graphic organizer. And now it's time to take your graphic organizer and take your introduction, the 3 body paragraphs, and the conclusion that you've been working on and turn it into your final published piece. The rubric here is available in the bit.ly folder, and it's also available in the lesson itself. Please go through and identify each point as you write your paper. Make sure that you have each of these points down to earn full credit possible on this. So after you've finished writing your paper, you make sure that you have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. That you share your opinion and you use the text evidence to explain and support your point. Don't forget your hook and controlling idea. Make sure you have each of these components. Now, Mrs. Donnery has provided some videos over the past 2 weeks, and she is available on Wednesday, and if we need more, let us know, and we'll be able to support you in the Zoom rooms as well. But please do your best. We want to see your best writing possible. You are going to begin this work after you finish the reading in 9.04, and you will have all through the rest of this week to finish writing. This is going to be the last of your ELA activities to submit for the entire week. So take a few days and make it the best writing you can, and we look forward to hearing your opinion, supported by text evidence, on why you think Atlas and Astra are good detectives. For Wednesday and Thursday in science, you're going to begin and finish lesson 6.04 and complete an activity on reflected light. Throughout 6.04, you're going to explore different types of surfaces that reflect light better than others and the way that light travels when it hits different types of surfaces. And you're going to get to your assignment, which is actually a hands-on lab. Now, we know some of the materials that this asks for you may not have, so I'm going to bring this up. When you click the reflected light part on what is my assignment, it'll bring up this activity. So it's going to ask you to conduct an experiment in a way. It's more of an inquiry, developing your hypothesis on what they want you to predict what you think you can investigate with how light can be reflected. So in this prediction, include how objects with different characteristics will change how light is reflected off of surfaces. So the focus of this is reflecting light. And as you go through, they're going to have a list of materials here. You may not have all of these, and that's okay. The biggest thing you're going to need is just some form of flashlight and a dark, non-reflective surface. So I used one of my tables that's not glossy, or you can use your wall, depending on anything you have that won't reflect light. And the goal of this activity You'll follow the procedures that are listed here and just do your best, but you're going to be taking different objects and putting them in front of the black piece or non-reflective surface, and then using a white sheet of paper to see how the light reflects off of an object. So for example, the first thing they used was a DVD. They would have held up a DVD in front of the black piece of paper here, and then they shined a light on it. They then observed how much of the light reflected off the object onto the white piece of paper. You're going to be asked to gather 6 objects around your house and list the object, describe the characteristics of it, and then rate how bright the reflection was. So if it wasn't reflected at all, you didn't see any light at all, you would say none. If it was like a mirror, you could practically see the object reflected on the white paper, you'll circle like a mirror. And then there's a scale here, with 1 going from not a lot of light reflected to 5 being a lot of light reflected. So use these scales to identify how well it reflected light, and then any other interesting notes that you saw while the object was reflected. So you're going to do this for just 6 objects, and then answer the conclusion questions to go along with it. Again, you may not have all of these materials. I know for sure I don't have modeling clay here at my house. But just do the best you can with what you have. The goal of this is just to determine how much light reflects off an object. I used a table. I gathered 6 objects, and I used my cell phone's flashlight to determine how well objects were able to shine onto a piece of paper. So just do your best with what's here, and we'll be understanding. As long as you're just doing your best, we're okay with it. Just explore, have fun. This is a little bit more exciting than just answering questions on a worksheet. So enjoy this activity, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Once you have finished, submit this activity, and then head back home. For Wednesday and Thursday, there is only one lesson of math, and that is lesson 10. The teachers are going to be in a meeting on Thursday during our normal math live lesson, so instead, the lesson that's on Thursday will be held on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So today we will have a math lesson at 2 o'clock, and it will be on lesson 10. For this lesson, you are going to need, preferably, a piece of string, a ruler or some type of tape measure, and a piece of paper and scissor. We're going to be cutting 2-inch squares out of paper and then doing some fun little hands-on stuff throughout the lesson. Do your best with what you have, and if you don't have it, just come to the lesson anyways, and we're going to work through it, and you can watch us do it. So on your schedule, you're going to see Thursday is for math. The teachers will not be holding a live lesson on Thursday. Instead, that is going to be on Wednesday at 2. You can also follow the video, and they will walk you through the same activity with the same materials and the same learning that'll go on. So lesson 10, your problem set, please complete those, the must-do questions at least, and when you turn them in, head back home. In music this week, you are going to be exploring Beethoven listening and classical period summary. So for Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to start off by going through the videos here, where you're listening to some samples of Beethoven, reading about the classical period. After you have finished these and listened to the video, you hit next on the bottom. You'll be going through a little bit more information about the classical period and reading about Ludwig van Beethoven. And after you have finished, you're going to take a quiz. This quiz will have some written responses at the end, so it may not be graded immediately. Miss Melfi put out a message in the announcements about that earlier in the week, that it's going to take them a little bit of time because they're doing this for all 900 kiddos in our school. So go ahead and complete your quiz after you've finished all your reading and your video, and then head back home. Your final 2 activities are your reading log and your PE log. So read for 30 minutes, be active for 30 minutes, complete your logs, and that's it for Wednesday and Thursday. Sorry this was a little longer of a video, but we wanted to go through all of the material since they connected together so well. As a recap, we will have live lessons on Wednesday. From 11 to 12, Mrs. Donnery will be available to help you out with your opinion writing piece. At 12 o'clock, there will be a live ELA lesson going through the ELA components of this week's module. And then at 2 o'clock today, there will be a math live lesson going through lesson 10. So you're going to get to see our faces a lot today, and we hope you take advantage of it, and we can't wait to see yours. All right, Bulldogs, make it a great Wednesday and Thursday, and we will see you online.